Welcome back, everybody. 2025 is right around the corner, and one of the biggest New Year's resolutions is to get healthy and fit. Here with details to help us get and stay on track, we have Aleem Shahbaz. Good to see you, bro.
Hey, Mikey. Good to see you, man.
One of my many inspirations. I'd say do a double bicep right now.
Let's go. Let's do it. Why not?
No, I have nothing. He has.
Mike, I don't know if I'm going to let the cat out the bag, but Mikey's going to learn to do double biceps, and he's going to have to start learning posing routines now.
I have a routine instead of just a 30-second.
Do they know?
Everybody watching? Yeah, they know. Yeah.
Okay.
So now they know, because now they're gonna be like, okay, we have to really.
What's going on? Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about New Year's resolutions. You know, something that happens every year, and I'm guilty of this too, is that people don't follow through. Why do most New Year's resolutions fail by February?
Yeah, it's a really lack of planning. So most people are going to flood to gym, start to get their health in shape in January, and the majority of those people are going to be done by February. It's really lack of having a plan and lack of having guidance and a coach. It'd be similar to trying to build a house, and all of a sudden you're like, I'm going to build a house. I'm just going to go and run into Home Depot.
Just do it.
There's everything in Home Depot that you need to build a house, but the average person doesn't have the expertise. Same thing with fitness. Just by joining a gym, going to a gym, you kind of set yourself up for failure. So first thing is just plan accordingly, find help, get a coach, hire someone who knows what they're doing, and set realistic goals, as opposed to, okay, it's January 1st, I want to be in shape and lose 50 pounds by February 1st.
Yeah.
So,
My bodybuilding coach, she says this every time I'm in prep, but if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Smart guy.
Right. So Sundays are days for meal prep. Let's talk about health after 40. Is it true that it's harder to improve after the age of 40?
The short answer is never too late to start, but there is a big myth. Now, obviously, in your 40s, you're not 20 anymore, so there are things you need to be smart about and consider, like sleep and nutrition, and our bodies aren't as forgiving as it was when we were in our 20s or even our 30s.
Right.
But the big myth is, oh, I can't get in shape over 40, and that couldn't be further from the truth, especially with women. So the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is today. So we're never going to be as young as we are today, and we tell people, just start, just get started.
Yeah. You know, speaking of start, I always invite, you know, my family, my friends, you know, some people that I work with. I always say, come out to the gym, you know, come out to For Father's Fitness.
Do they come when you invite them?
No, they don't. But
it's hard, right?
But this is the reason why. It's because they say, you know, oh, I feel like I'm not in shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like, and I say this, it's the fit intimidation.
It is.
Of it all. So, you know, on behalf of those watching, and I know I'm talking to a select few, how do they overcome that fear of starting a fitness program?
Yeah, you're right. The biggest intimidation is the start. And I tell people the hardest step you're going to take is that very first step. So starting a plan, going to a gym, inviting a friend. I think if you have a friend like yourself that's already going to the gym, that's probably the best way to go, because they may not trust the gym, but they trust you, and you're not going to lead them wrong.
That's true.
And if you don't know someone like that, then ask a coworker or hire a coach or someone that can kind of introduce you to that world of fitness, so it doesn't have to be so overwhelming and intimidating. But I tell anyone who shows up to the Big Tire Boot Camp that you've already taken the hardest step. Just by having the courage to physically show up, that's 90% of the work.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
And so even for myself, I say to this day, the gym for me is getting my butt out of bed, putting on my shoes, and taking my butt to the gym.
Exactly.
Once I'm there, I'll do the work.
Exactly.
But if anyone tells you that when that alarm goes off, it's easy and it's not a problem, they're either lying, they're in denying, or they're not trying. It's the truth.
Right. You know, what makes, speaking of Big Tire Boot Camp, what makes Big Tire Boot Camp different from other gyms or fitness programs out there?
It's a community. Yeah, so
for sure.
Yeah, so there's a home for everyone at different gyms. Like, I never knock other locations and so forth, but I will highlight the fact that with Big Tire Boot Camp, it's a very strong community. So most people will come out because they have some idea that, hey, I want to get in shape or get fit. Majority of people stay because they found a community. They've found someone that they can align with. They like the accountability.
100%.
They like the fact that when they're there, they're challenged and they're pushed themselves. They're not judged. They're not made to feel ashamed or embarrassed. And they like that. So
I do want to say this too. Just know that when you're at the gym, everybody at the gym is currently in there to also better themselves.
Exactly.
So we're not all at the place that we want to get to. So just come, just join. That's the biggest takeaway from this interview. If anybody wanted to learn more information about what's going on with you, the Big Tire Boot Camp website, social.
BigTireBootCamp.com, and check us out on Instagram at Big Tire Boot Camp. So.
Bro, I love talking story with you.
I love to talk to you too,
vibes.
man. You are too, Mikey, and I'm super excited. Like, I get chicken skin when I hear you're competing again, because I'm like living vicariously through you with the competition.
Thank
so I'm
you,
like, dude, I'm so in your corner.
I appreciate you, bro.